a given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride, I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the roads and end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a couple different days planned in this video for you. I am kicking off with a playroom reset. We just had far too many toys in our playroom, and when we would have visitors or neighborhood kids or just even my kids play in this room, the mess was a little too overwhelming. There was a lot of things that were not appropriate for all ages, and a lot of things that I obviously did not want smaller children to get a hand of, so I decided that it would be better to go through all the toys and move the smaller things and the unsafe toys out of little hands, so myself and other parents that come to visit can rest at ease, that their children can play and not get into something that can hurt them or cause damage to the child or other children with them playing with it. So I took this smaller storage unit that used to be James's, then stored Jacob's toys, and then was combined with a mixture of both of them, and took all the small toys in the small pieces and put them in there. I also gave the windows a very good cleaning because the camera doesn't do it justice, but they were covered with bugs and spider webs and dirt. I think that the people who previously owned the house, if they did clean the windows, it wasn't very often. There was a lot of love that needed to go into those windows, and I will have to make sure I keep up with them because they collect dust very quickly for it to be such an open area. So I basically started here so I can get into rearranging everything, and you're gonna see it gets really bad before it gets good. And I actually had a friend over this day, so there's a lot that I didn't get to record, and I felt like it would have been very redundant to record every single toy getting sorted. So I gave you guys the gist of it, and then we'll move on to a second day where I'm going to tidy up my kitchen after the kids go to bed, because there is nothing like waking up to a clean kitchen in the morning. So we're going to start here, and then we'll see where the rest of this clean takes us.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core.
So here I took every single storage cube out and sorted through as many toys as I can. The small ones that were against the windows before I cleaned them were emptied out onto the floor, and I basically emptied everything because there were things that belonged in the kitchen that were in these cubes. There were things that I wanted to move upstairs that were in here. There were puzzles that were just thrown everywhere that I ended up moving into a closet in my house instead of leaving them in the playroom, just because it was stressful and chaotic. And though I don't constantly stay on top of cleaning up the playroom, it really does stress me out on a different level when things are not put together where they should be. So I just, for my own peace of mind, I needed to do this, and it took a very long time. By the time I was done doing this, I think I had been working on it for at least 2.5 to 3 hours. It was very, very time consuming, and it felt so much better by the time I was done with that. And I did this a while ago. I mentioned in my last video I took a break, and I'm just getting back into doing my content because I've really missed it, and I've missed you all, and I love doing this. And now that I've gotten into a place in my personal life where I can dedicate the time to do this again, I am enjoying it. So I'm putting out the content that I had previously recorded in hopes of being able to motivate you guys, and also for my own peace of mind, to prove to myself that I can do this. And I really do love doing it, and I love making all these videos for you guys each and every week. So I hope that you guys stick around, and I hope that if you haven't, you subscribe, and if you're new, hello. And that's the gist of it. That's all I can say. I love it. I love doing this every single week, and I hope to keep going for as long as I can.
Me and my friends are waiting in line, sharing one last blue camel. Don't have any money, but we're going out. Yeah, we saved up every penny. I'm smiling at him in the blue shirt and the Converse, but I'm thinking about you. Are you thinking about me too? Vodka and soda, way too drunk to call you up. I am chain smoking, broken, I don't give up.
So it cut off pretty abruptly from the last clip to this clip here. Like I mentioned, I had a friend over who had her 1-year-old son with her, and he happened to knock over my camera. So I had to abandon ship and abandon recording. As you can see, the camera just got a little shaky, and that's because he tried to grab at it, and she was able to stop him, and there he is. And at a year old, you know, you don't expect too much from them. But I had to be careful not only with my camera, but I also didn't want him or my children to get hurt if the camera got knocked over on one of them. So I decided it would have been better to put it away while I finished the bulk of the cleaning. And that was in reality just bringing all the sorted toys upstairs and putting the cubes away and giving it a quick vacuum in here. And that was it. And it looks so much better. It still looks like this even now. I think the tent has just moved to a different area, and my kids get a ton of use. They have more space, and it's great. And now this is a couple days later, actually, from me doing the Playroom reset. I was alone with my children, and I had cooked. I had done a bunch of things. We had made donuts earlier in the day, and I just needed to clean up. There's all the kitchen stuff from their play kitchen, because when mommy cooks, they want to help. So I just needed to tidy up a little bit, and it makes such a difference. Waking up in the morning to a clean kitchen is awesome. I wish I had the energy to do it every day, but unfortunately that's not the case, and I know many other parents can relate to that. I wish I could give a clean slate every single day, but the most I can do is load the dishwasher and turn it on before I go to bed, and that's okay. We all have to do what works for us. But this night in particular, I was very motivated. I've always wanted to do an after dark clean with me. I see a lot of other content creators that have done it, and I aspire to have the energy and the time that they have to do things like this. So I wanted to give it a try, and it was very refreshing at the end of it to wake up the next day and not have to do anything. There was no cleaning the counter down. There was no cleaning up the last of the dishes in the sink. It was clean. All I had to do was empty the dishwasher, make my coffee, and go about my day. And I would like to do it more often. And if it's something you guys would like to see more often, please let me know. I would love to create some content for you guys to see in doing stuff like this, if it helps motivate you at the end of a long day to just reset your home so you have a good start in the morning. That's something I would love to do for you guys.
Posting every day, making sure she's in every frame. Who you're trying to impress? Telling everyone, including my friends, that she's the one. Making sure I get the message. You always find a good excuse to show her off. But I've never been more over you, so you can't stop. Honestly, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care that she's cool, funny too, pretty hair. It almost seems to me you're on jealousy, but please, there's no need, I don't care. Couldn't care less, I swear. I'm in paradise, do my thing, not thinking twice. Guess it hurts for you to see that. But I never knew how much trouble you'd go through to make sure I wouldn't believe that. You always find a good excuse to show her off. But I've never been more over you, so you can't stop. Honestly, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care that she's cool, funny too, pretty hair. It almost seems to me you're on jealousy, but please, there's no need, I don't care. Couldn't care less, I swear. Couldn't care less, I swear. I really don't wish you would get it and move on instead of stringing her along. Yeah, 'cause she's the one, yeah, she's the one who's gonna care about what you've done. I really don't. Honestly, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care that she's cool, funny too, pretty hair. It almost seems to me you're on jealousy, but please, there's no need, I don't care. Couldn't care less, I swear. Couldn't care less, I swear. Couldn't care less, I swear.
And I will say, I did not clean the floors this day. I did what I could do, and my kids were sleeping. I think this was around 10 o'clock at night that I was doing this, and I really didn't want to bring out the crosswave or the vacuum to clean the floors while they're sleeping. I don't own a broom or a mop, really. I only have like certain tools just because I feel that they work best for me. But I think I ended up turning on my Roomba in the morning just to clean the floors a little bit, but I was very accomplished. I was able to get a lot done. So I took the win of getting the bulk of the mess clean, and I was okay with that this day.
You call me on your bad days to make sure I cheer you up, but never on your good days. I wasn't worth that much. You told me I was special, but not enough to make you stay. I guess you couldn't settle with somebody like me. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know that you were gonna chase me, get me.
Does anybody else feel like your counter is just the catch-all? I thought I would be so much better moving from our old house to our new house, just seeing how beautiful my kitchen is and how much more space I have. I told myself I would be on top of it and I would always keep it clean, and that is just not the case. I always am throwing stuff on the counter to deal with later, and it's no longer my dining room table, it's my counter. But I just try and get better, and I will try and get better at it. But while my kids are little, it's my season of life right now where the convenience of just throwing everything on the counter and dealing with it later is just how it's going to be. I have things everywhere that could definitely be better organized, and with time that will happen. And I think I have some ideas of things I want to do around my kitchen specifically, but I just haven't gotten there yet. And those are the donuts that I had made with James, and he absolutely loved them. They ate all those donuts within like 2 days of us making them, and it was so awesome because that was the first time we made donuts at home. They were obviously a healthier option than the deep frying ones that you get from like a Dunkin' Donuts or another donut shop. And I usually try and feed my kids a healthier version of things just so they get better things in their body. And after I clean the counters, these are my countertops, and I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice how dirty they really were. I really feel like the veining on the countertops really do make it look more clean than they really were. There was stuff everywhere, and I feel like there's always stuff everywhere on my counters, but there is nothing that some spray and a damp towel can't fix, and that's exactly what I did. I love the Mr. Clean Clean Freak. That is my favorite cleaner. It smells so good. I feel like it does such a great job cleaning. I don't know if it's the best thing for my countertops. I've never had granite countertops before to know really how to clean them. I know you can get granite spray, but I just like to also make sure that my countertops are disinfected, which is why I like using, the Clean Freak or multi-purpose cleaner than a granite cleaner. But let me know in the comments below what kind of cleaners I should be using, because I obviously want to preserve my countertops as well as I can. So any little thing I can do to keep them nice and pretty would be awesome and greatly appreciated.
Baby, can we kill this butterfly? Always takes too long, yeah, too long. I ain't got all weekend. We had a good run, yeah, a good run, but the clock is ticking. I gotta move on, yeah, move on. I got things to do, all without you. Tell me how I can make this easier, yeah, guide me. I don't want you to get too hurt, there's no need for screams or shouts or ugly words, no. I'm done with getting hate from love, you see, love, you see, love. Baby, can we kill these butterflies? They live and then they die, and that's the way I like it. I just wanna move on with my life. I've loved you for a while, and that's the way I like it. All these butterflies gotta go. I just gotta be on my own. I've been loving you for too long. All these butterflies gotta go. I just gotta be on my own. I've been loving you for too long. Too long. Move on. On my own. I've been loving you for too long. I know you're eager to move on with us, but you know I never do the long-term stuff, so let go and hope for better luck next time, 'cause I'm down with time-consuming love, you see. Baby, can we kill these butterflies? They live and then they die, and that's the way I like it. I just wanna move on with my life. I've loved you for a while, and that's the way I like it. All these butterflies gotta go. I just gotta be on my own. I've been loving you for too long. All these butterflies.
Now that we're at my stove, it is always super easy to clean my stove. I feel like this stovetop is just wonderful, and I really love that my stovetop is disconnected from my oven. My oven is in a cabinet in the wall, and this is just the cooktop, which is a new experience for me for sure. It's a lot fancier than anything I've had in the past, and I really do enjoy it. The only thing that I feel like I struggle with in my kitchen is my backsplash. I have a textured backsplash and it's beautiful and I love it, but I find it very challenging to clean behind my stove. It's a stone with metal plates in between the tiles, and I mean you've seen it in other portions of the video, but I definitely struggle to clean it well with all the grease that splashes back when we cook in the kitchen. But I think that's something I'll have to figure out along the line. But I do love it. I love everything about my kitchen. It's just a whole new learning experience.
I hate this beer, it tastes so different. I hate these people, they're all so ignorant. I hate this song, it's like I'm alone among these friends I've always known. No, not ever, never, ever will you come home again. I gave all of me, you gave none of you, yet I couldn't see all these lies were true. What do you say? Oh, when your friends ask why we broke up, what do you think? You did everything.
And I finished off by wiping down my my fridge and my microwave oven combo here. And after that, I was done for the night. I was exhausted. As you can see, it was late at night and I was just ready to call it a night. And with that, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. It's free and it helps support my channel and help me gain more views and viewers. And also make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave any comments down below and make sure that you guys follow me on my Instagram. I'd love to have you guys over there as well. And I will see you guys next week in the next video, which should be the Christmas whole house clean with me. Bye.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me wrong. Go put up a fight.